Imagine being trapped in a relationship where every truth you hold dear is systematically dismantled. Every emotion you feel is dismissed, and every effort to seek justice falls flat. This is the terrifying reality captured in Dayna Craig's haunting poem, A Narcissist's Prayer, which has resonated with countless survivors of narcissistic abuse. In just 50 words, Craig encapsulates the insidious tactics narcissists use to control and dominate their victims. But here's where it gets controversial. How many of us recognize these patterns in our own lives or those around us? In 2016, Northern Irish poet Dayna EM Craig shared her poignant work online. Her initial query, "Am I alone?" quickly transformed into a universal cry for recognition. People from all walks of life responded, identifying with the lines, "That didn't happen. And if it did, it wasn't that bad. And if it was, that's not a big deal. And if it is, that's not my fault. And if it was, I didn't mean it. And if I did, you deserved it." This poem, titled A Narcissist's Prayer, has become a beacon for those struggling with narcissistic abuse. It's not just about romantic partners. It extends to parents, politicians, and anyone who tries to right a wrong in the face of such manipulative behavior. Craig's words capture the essence of 6 key psychological tactics narcissists employ to maintain control. First up is gaslighting and reality distortion. The line, "That didn't happen," is a powerful denial tactic. Narcissists force their victims to question their memories and sanity, creating a situation where the victim relies solely on the narcissist's version of events. This manipulation is well documented in psychological literature, particularly in studies on emotional abuse. By destabilizing the victim's reality, narcissists ensure they remain in a position of power. Next is minimization. When outright denial fails, narcissists shift to downplaying the severity of their actions. The phrase, "it wasn't that bad," is a prime example. Victims are made to feel that their concerns are exaggerated. Research from psychology, public policy, and law highlights how criminals use similar tactics to minimize their culpability. Narcissists employ these same strategies to make victims doubt their own judgment. Then comes emotional invalidation. The line, "It's not a big deal," takes minimization a step further by dismissing the victim's emotional responses. This tactic is explored in psychological assessment, which defines emotional invalidation as any response that suggests a person's feelings are inappropriate or excessive. Over time, victims may internalize these messages, leading to profound emotional distress. Blame shifting is another crucial tactic. Narcissists often say, "That's not my fault," deflecting responsibility for their actions. Studies in the European Journal of Personality show that narcissists attribute success to their inherent qualities, but blame external factors for failure. This strategy protects their self-image while avoiding accountability. Denial of intent follows. The line, "Is it was, I didn't mean it," acknowledges harm but denies malicious intent. However, research from Acta Psychologica underscores the importance of intent in social judgments. Narcissists exploit this knowledge to reshape their image, suggesting that their harmful actions were unintentional and thus not worthy of criticism. Finally, victim blaming is the ultimate manipulation. The lines, "And if I did, you deserved it," completely reverse the narrative, placing the blame on the victim. A study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology found that individuals high in narcissism are more likely to blame victims for their suffering. This tactic leaves victims feeling isolated and responsible for their own abuse. Craig's poem has become a lifeline for survivors, offering validation and solidarity. She emphasizes, "It's not a community I'd invite anyone to, but one I find comforting." The shared recognition of these patterns can be incredibly empowering. If you find yourself relating to a narcissist's prayer, remember that you are not alone, and your experiences are valid. Does your relationship mirror the sentiments in a narcissist's prayer? Consider taking a science-backed test like the Relationship Satisfaction Scale to assess your situation and prioritize your well-being.